Okay, you got it. Look. Down. Down. Look at you down. Okay, you bubbling. Look. Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that popping and shaking. Got me is a lazy, my posse deep and irate. We act a fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Washington Redskins. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Detroit!
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Now let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Raymond now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins. Have it they do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll hand it now to Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Raymond now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, Darnold. Going underneath for Corral. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now running right through him. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first down, it's Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Darnold. The 20. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll check it down to Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, this is Geis. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. They'll set up a throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. back live. Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Gerald McCoy in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Darnold now to throw. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone, but you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass?
Number?
I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jack Squire got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run at all.
Here we go. Stats guy Johnny on the spot. Super Bowl 18, 38-9. It was in Tampa. And now out come the Jets. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
No, check. Patriot. Patriot.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Enunwa, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dumps it off for Geis. Oh, look at the juke. And he caught it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On the handoff, it's Geis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it. They are locked into what they're doing offensively, and now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is Murray. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold from the gun. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Pernell McPhee in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold going deep here for Bryant. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Redskins. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now let's go. Boom.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 21. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Now it's the backup Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Geis with a carry on second down, and he stopped immediately there. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return now shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, Smith. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. From the 50, it's Smith. This one caught by Crowder. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. And Davis with it left side. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On first down, Murray. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Nunez got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the interception, here's Smith. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Smith now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Forced out to his left. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Smith. They'll check it down to Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Smith. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a Redskin first down as Smith hits Crowder. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Smith. He's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Geis alone in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation. At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now it's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Darnold. Got an open man. It's a new one. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And that'll be incomplete. incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Gone!
To the air again, Darnold. Looking downfield for Dez. This is caught. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
No, right. No. Let's go.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And this one is incomplete. 2 straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime, a 3 and out.
And I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, it may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. But bottom line is, when you have the football, you never want to give it up. You want to make sure you get points on the board at a minimum and put pressure on the other team. This is a huge 3rd down call coming up.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major League kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Latavius Murray. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Murray, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.